fucking with it right here with who I started with. Me something like a Spartan. It's going hard regardless. I'm from the 826 plus 5. Mo bitches, Uno Central Coast mob and suicide. Always arsonist. I step in the booth and cast. I gotta keep it lit. Engineer all my music. I work hard at this.
That's right, and we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. Mi beautiful linda raza. They say, where you from? Mexico or from the United States? I'm from the 826 plus 5. Orale. Shout out to Young Gun. Shout out to all the 372s. Shout out to everyone that tapped in last night. As we did a little bit of an election kind of live. I guess there was something in the air. And the wifey was at a watch party. It was a all red watch party. It shit looked like Santa Claus everywhere, cabrones. And then she got home, but hell no, she didn't want to jump on. She was so locked in. She was like, "No, I'll jump on tomorrow." Okay, cool. So tonight we got Miss Chicano Tube, the yin and the yang, the one that balances me, the one that grounds me, checks me. All that is happening tonight, man. So tune into that. It's gonna be a great conversation. Gracias all the day wonders. Gracias to everyone inside the members only. The members only, the backbone of the community. I appreciate you guys. I was dialoguing today with the with the fighters from Thanksgiving. So I can't wait, man. It's Mile High Hustle's calling it Operation Decapitation. And Paradigm Media News is like, it sounds good until the bell rings. I'm excited. Give me a second, cabrones, but I appreciate you guys that are tapping in, man. Yeah, tonight Miss Chicano Tube is gonna be on the channel. No tiene pelos en la lengua. She doesn't hold back. She won't give a shit. I try to calm her down. The comments go, a little bit crazy. She wants to just grab a RPG and start shooting rockets. She's got a couple people in mind too, as soon as she sees them in the comments. But anyways, it's a good old time. At the end of the day, hey, cálmense, man. It's not gang banging, okay? Some people hate people. So it's like gang banging when you hate someone you don't even know and they're automatically your op. And the sad thing about it is you never even banged at a high level. You like the banda world. He went to the county once or twice. Well, he didn't know. That's why they disrespect the ops when there's no need to. Cholo Juan, he's very educated. He's been schooled down. He's been a lot of places. He knows what I'm saying. He can relate. And Cholo Juan, hate him or love him, he was going for 47. Lucky from Hoodstocks, hate him or love him, he was going for 47. We'll talk about it right now if you're surprised, but just give me a second, Raza. Chapo, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, if Trump can get me out of ADX, level 5, and pardon me, puro Trump, man. I don't think he's going to pardon you, but people have been messaging 47 already to pardon him. Boosie Badass has been messaging to pardon him. I mean, who knows? You never know if Biden on the way out could pardon Diddy. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, and if he did that, what a dirtbag move, huh? For the celebrities, that'd be good. Not for the common people, but I'll hold. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll suffer. Okay. Now let's see what's going on. Let's get our country back. Bro, all we're trying to do is I got people now that are gonna buy houses, bro. I got at least 7, 8. The ones that are messaging me, hold on. You gotta wait at least a quarter. You gotta wait a quarter for the economic transition. It's not gonna happen one day to the next. They say the first 100 days are the more important. Every single president has a 100-day plan. Biden on day one, he did executive order. He opened the borders. So he did that on day one. So they do that shit, 100 days. So he's gonna be doing press conferences, throwing away tax books, doing the fucking Maverick Top Gun move where he slams the tax books in the garbage can. So it'll get better, but just give it a little bit. But what I'm tripping out on is the people that take it like gangbanging. First off, like the View said this morning, I can't believe all the women voted for him. Well, you guys had no fucking plan at all for the economy, and you can't believe why the women and why the raza voted for him. You cannot relate because you're not in touch. You're not in touch with the common women. They don't have $1 million contracts to speak on national TV like you guys do. The common people were bleeding, and now it's time to come back. But it's all good, man. Whoever you voted for, hey, like Darlene Aragon, women for Kamala, that's all good. Now, what was sad and fucked up is that she should have at least, she's asking for support. She's asking for turnouts. She could have at least came out of her little office and at Howard University and addressed the people that have been waiting 6 to 8 hours to see her. She could have at least told them something, but they got used and they got abused. Órale. Ernesto Ruiz in the casa. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. I got to drop off the car at Firestone. They're going to do alignment, oil change, um, all that stuff. What else? Alignment, oil change, tire rotation. That's right. If you didn't vote Harris, then you. That's what I'm saying. If you didn't vote for Harris, you're not a woman. Who can say that? So we're supposed to base our vote based on the genitals between a person's legs? Yeah. Oh, that sounds like some inclusivity shit that's not going to get you the most qualified individual. But people get mad. What's up with it? That's right, JC, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. Gracias, man. Tapping in, man. Gracias for tapping in, man. I'm going to go see Moms real quick, but it's going to be brief because then I got to go to the north side, Firestone. So, yeah, I was talking to Mile High. I was talking to um, Paradigm Media News. I'll be releasing again. I'll be circulating the flyer that has all of it. We're going this Friday to Colorado. It's going to be a pro Mile High crowd in the chat, but we're going to cross stream it, so it'll be on everyone's channel. And then we'll wrap it up on Chicano Street. We'll bring them back, get the final chingazos. Then it's time for the press conference, the weigh-ins. It's fight week, cabrones. Latin active. That's right, my boy. I know you've been busy, man. How you been, cabron? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Pichi Latin active. He won. I remember at the giveaway. Was it a T-shirt or the hat, man? Was it the summer giveaway, huh? We're gonna do another one. Miss Chicano 2 wants to give away hats. She wants to order them in bulk. I guess she has a plug, so be on the lookout for that. Once I announce it live, just call in what movie clip, what movie sample, a guest shit between me and Miss Chicano Tube, or guest things of me or her, whatever. We'll make it up. Risky Business came in. He says, "¿Qué onda, Bubba?" So if man. Coconut. Why don't you just say coconut way? Bubba, coconut, it's the same shit, right? He's calling me Bubba because this is my third time voting for Uncle Trump. Unc got it. People are mad. And the people that are posting, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want on social media, your channel. Who the fuck can tell you what not to do? But the people that are so mad, unfriend me now. Unfriend me and please block me. Wow. These are the kind of people that are waiting for a politician to make them rich. These are the kind of people that are waiting for handouts. These are the kind of people that want the American dream to be given to them. And if it's not, I can't believe you voted for him. Please unblock me. We just slapped the label on all of them, but I'll hold. Trump 13. 13, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's right, Liga. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tuning in. Nothing but pretty red heart crosses. That's right. Here's Chicano Street. Here is, we speak for the raza, of course, Chicano. And Chicanos is, we're too Mexican for the güeros. And we're too American for the Mexicanos. Let's not get that twisted, but it's all good, man. We got our distinct culture. When someone says I'm not Mexican, like Risky, that's laughable shit, man. Really, really laughable. Güey, me miran con la pinche cara de nopal, güey. And so forget about that, man. Trump 13. They're gonna put a photo of him with 3 dots and shit like that. I remember when Cholo Trucker came to the Buzz fight, and I didn't know Cholo Trucker had 3 dots blasted all over him on the elbow, the eye, the fingers, the palm. I'm like, Cholo, hey, stay close to me, carnal. Just stay close to me. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, I didn't know he had that many 3 dots. Like, damn it. Cholo Trucker went hard in the paint one year. Uncle Trump, yeah, he won, cabron. I think it was pretty much fair and square. I think the other side is conceded, but it's not the end of the world, man. Some people literally called off of work today and cited election depression. It's crazy, man. It's is it that serious to some people? Like gangbanging, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy. But I'll hope. Let's see what's up? I want to see moms for a little bit, but then I had to head to the north side. What am I gonna eat? I haven't even thought about that. Beautiful cemetery, man. Hell no, did he washed up? I don't know. Way again, all the celebrities were going for Kamala. What was? I think you got to just put two and two together. There's logic to go for her. If she controls the Department of Justice, she can aim it like a crossbow. She can aim the Department of Justice like an arrow, and so can 47. Now he can aim it at all the shit that happened during COVID and the 4-day election. And the people that try to normalize that was crazy, man. I was trying to check that real quick when I seen those comments like, gente, we're all they're doing is counting what's already there. They have a system to do it as efficient as possible. But during the 2020, they boarded up windows and you couldn't see people in there. It was crazy. People didn't admit that, but that was going on, man. For sure, that was going on. That was crazy. So they can do that, or they can dig into what else? The laptop. Whatever happened to Hunter's laptop? There was 51 federal agents that had sworn testimonies of what was on the laptop and it never got to court. What if he's a diddler? Then the blue wouldn't want that going out, right? In and out his different. Nah, you give me an idea, but maybe I don't know. Again, gente, speak your fucking mind, man. They're mad at Lucky. How you gonna get mad at Lucky? Lucky said he talked to Joe Rogan yesterday before the elections. Damn, Lucky's making moves, man. Lucky is making moves, man. His podcast, it's only starting, man. It could be 7 years old or whatever people were saying. It's only starting. Imagine Lucky gets on Joe Rogan. I'm watching that. I mean, he's gonna have that, growing up in the hood perspective. Maybe talk about eating bullets for breakfast stories, mainline, all that stuff. It's a story, kind of like a soft white underbelly story. You know what I mean? It's a good story, man. It's a good story. It's better than Banda World. And then now he banned Banda World. He says, "Wait till I see him." I guess he tried to sabotage his last live, talking shit to the guest while he's going on there. Some shit happened, and look, I saw the clip on I think it was on TikTok, man. I think it's called Chicano Foods on TikTok. Chicano Foods has a picture of like a skull, like a Dia de Muertos skull. Where's your MAGA hat, homito? Well, I don't think I have one, but I think the wifey has like 3, and they're unisex hats. But again, I don't really wear it that much, bro. Do people think I'm walking around wearing red all day, MAGA and all that shit? I'm from the hood, man. I'm from the neighbor. I'm a numbers guy. Gente, I'm a numbers guy. At the end of the day, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. The shit they were preaching don't make sense. They were just preaching hate. Hate isn't a plan. But I'll hold. We're fighting warrior. I think he's at Howard University way. He's gonna go for the speech. Kamala felt so bad. She is gonna give a speech, man. She is gonna give a speech. I'm just like, you owe the people palabras. She has more class than Alvin, who will get fired from politics He got fired for absenteeism, came, and when they said it, lied to the people on YouTube and his panel. You know what I mean? He had two Gavacho dudes and then Boo Boo, his co-host, then lied to him and said, YouTube is just saying that. And then the screenshots of the minute orders get shown, and then he feels like, wah, wah, wah. Uncle Trump put the smack on that guy. Bro, I'm just saying, 5 indictments, 34 felonies, 2 hits, and 1 bullet. And people are still like, fuck him. What was it? Was it that rap song that came out in 2016? You know, was that what got you brain, or was it Univision, or was it Jorge Ramos? Because if it's track record, and if it's what's factual, and if it was the actual moves that was made during his 4 years, it wouldn't make sense. Why did he get the black vote? Why did he get the women's vote? Why did he get the Chicano vote? I'll hold. Era 209, that's right, my boy. The champ is here. That's right. Walking out to the champ is here. That's crazy. Hola, Smash. I appreciate you, Maxine Barrel. I appreciate you, amiga, for always tapping in. I highly do, man. Again, everyone knew who I voted for. I voiced it before Lucky, before Cholo Juan, but I wasn't pushing it down anyone's throat. I was just telling people, you know, I have people ready to make moves, and now they're gonna plan those moves on January 20th. I had people that were working on the credit, had a plan to qualify 2 years ago, and were betting and hoping that this would happen. Now homes are going to get sold. I got people ready to flip their titles, add themselves to the houses that they didn't even, they put in the uncle's name, the aunt's name, because they didn't qualify. And if that aunt would have died, or the uncle would have died and the house was in her name, you just lost the house. And no one gives a shit you were there 10, 20 years paying the mortgage. You lost the fucking house. We need to revest that title, but they're going to reassess taxes. And so the best time to do it is when taxes are low. But I'll hold. Bigfoot, my brother, we hear the takeover. That's right. The takeover. Hey, cálmense, güey. Okay. It was a red wave. Okay. That did happen. There was a red wave because not only was the presidency up, the Senate was up and the House was up. Now it's a conservative, all three. So it's no excuse. Let's hold people accountable. Let's hold people accountable. There's no excuse to not deliver on the promises when you have full control. Just like the last 4 years, Blue had full control. Did you see him moving any needle making moves? Needle moving moves? No, they were sending cash on airplanes. So, anyways, Mile High is gonna sleep. Butterbean, damn it, chingado. Wait till Friday night, cabrón. Wait till Friday night. Again, it's all puro pedo. It's all internet landia shit. But when I talked to Mile High today, he's on Operation Decapitation. He wants to just let the hands go. So it's going to be, don't forget, it's a Thanksgiving fight because people keep saying, is it Saturday? Is it Friday? Is it It's Thanksgiving Day. When you're comatose from turkey and delicious food, that's actually my favorite meal of the year. I got to keep it a buck with the people. That's my favorite meal of the year. Well, I'm like enchiladas and sopes and chilaquiles. Well, yeah, I was eating that since I was born. But anyways, so it's 6 o'clock. Thanksgiving is the actual fight, gente. Veronica Salas, I appreciate you, amiga. I really, really do appreciate you, amiga. I went to the youth center last time and I found out Munoz already retired, amiga. Munoz retired. The only one that's there is Gonzalez. Gonzalez is there. He's at the youth center now. He started off in the juvenile, but now he's at the youth center. I actually have a live fingerprinting next Tuesday. They contacted me. I got to go down to the juvenile hall. They do it every couple years now, and it's a safety measure. You never know, someone could be a diddler, catch a charge or something, right? You don't want them around the kids. But I appreciate you guys, man. Get my stop already. I don't even think there was a plan. I don't even think she had a plan, bro. I really don't think she had a plan. I think her plan was to pander to women. Candace Owens has been talking about, this is gacho. This is gacho. Candace Owens has been laying out a genealogy of Kemala proving she's not black. And people, they don't like Candace Owens.
Even though she has a very high IQ, probably like 300 IQ, 350. They disregard her because she's conservative, you know? But everyone deserves a voice at the table, man. Everyone can have a seat on Chicano Street. Latinos, everyone. I seen Alvin. He put out a little flyer or something like that. Latino votes and good. I'm glad. Yeah, you're Latino. Appreciate you, mi amiga. Go. Yepa, yepa, yepa. Órale. Artie Marine, 6 generations deep, comes in the comment section. Tonight, don't forget, we got Miss Chicano Tube. She's coming on the show tonight, you guys. It's always good to have a contrast, a lady's opinion, and no filter, uncut. We'll let you know how we got to our reservations, and we respect everyone. Everyone. That's what. Why do you think I had the brown berets on the channel? The brown berets. I've had indigenous teachers. I'm gonna have a Chicano professor. Why do you think I had them? Because everyone has a voice. We don't just cut people out. Brian Casales, is about time. It's about time the economy gets better. Oh, you remember Gonzalez, Brian? Yeah, Brian's still there. He started when with another one. What's her name? Tiffany. I remember when they started. They were kind of rotate a lot. D unit, C unit, etc. He's there and he's working up the chain, but he's trying to retire. You know how it is, amiga. The grind. Who knows how it is now? I mean, there could be like a lot of disrespect, a lot of I mean, the youngster, the youth now is, I don't know. It's different, amiga. It's different. You could probably remember when we were there in the '90s, amiga. It was a lot more respectful, right? We did what we had to do, but that's when the doors cracked and there was no innocent bystanders ever. Nothing ever. Nothing was happening to them. And they were emptying cans of O2 on us. Raider Nation 831. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Gracias for tapping in. You guys, just it's gonna be a quick live, but I want to let you know that Miss Chicano Tube is gonna be on the channel tonight. So tune in at 7 o'clock. So we can get that going tonight. I don't know if we're gonna do phone calls or not. But we'll see what happens tonight. We'll see what happens. But last night, yeah, she couldn't sleep. I heard some screaming and yelling. And then I then, of course, it knocked the sleep out of me. And then I went on YouTube, and I think it was either Associated Press, Patrick David Bett, Megan Kelly was showing it live. These are not they're giving you real life information, o sea, real time information. Because if you watch ABC, CBS, especially if you, with all due respect, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but if you watch CNN, I mean, that was going to be, they had Kamala up the whole time. They didn't even care. They were still trying to push something on the people that's not true and had her up in the numbers. It was crazy, man. It was crazy. But I'll hold. Julio Sosa said, man, I don't even know what to say with that cabron, man. I really don't. What does it say? La 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 la. Oh, you're talking. Oh no, that's the football song. My bad. The Chicano came out. I was singing the oldie. I thought you said Jill Biden. Wait, I wasn't looking at that. Jill Stein or V. How do you feel about the Simpsons prediction? Trump getting. Well, people are circulating saying that they got it wrong because Lisa one time was wearing a purple suit and had pearls on, like the way Kamala has, and they say they got that one wrong. But that's kind of it's a trip. It's a trip. With that, you got to think something. There's plans being planned out decades ahead of time. It gets deep, I guess. Some of these podcasts talk about that. Interdimensional beings, portals and dimensions. So it's okay for Trump not to go to jail, but if it was one of us, would that be okay? No, I mean, who thinks that way? But if you go 74 5 years of your life with no felonies, no misdemeanors, no citations, and then run for president, and then you get 35 felonies and 5 indictments. Does that sound like a targeting? No LB, I'm just asking. But yeah, you do the crime, you do the time, man. But when they weaponize it against you, that means, show me the man, I'll show you the crime. They'll slap charges on you right away. Yep, nothing stops. That's right. Appreciate you. And I can't wait to Thanksgiving, man. The fight's coming up, you guys. So just stay tuned for the fight. It's going to be Thanksgiving Day at 6 o'clock. We'll pull out the pre-order for sure. The pre-order is going up for sure. Like Tony A said, don't vote for someone with Mala in their name. Oh my gosh. With Mala. I know. That's a good one. And Tony's going live. Tony unretired, man. He's unretired. He's going live every week. He's unretired. Yes, I love working at the Hahn Youth Center. I have heard it's crazy that yes, they'll actually lock it down. They'll lock down the youth center, amiga, when there's what is it called? New intakes. New intakes. So if most of them obviously are on the red side. You know what I mean? Most of them are on the red side. When there's new blue intakes pulling up, then sometimes I've gone once or twice, and that's been the situation. And so it's kind of like they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight for at least a couple weeks, and then they're gonna get it out of their blood, and then it's gonna calm down. Maxero, that's right, my boy. I appreciate you, cabron. I appreciate you. A pinchy hamburger. Yeah, no carbs for me, way. No carbs. So I always have a protein style, or in and out is what is it called? The Flying Dutchman is just the meat and the cheese, and then un chingo the grilled onions on top. Bro, that's heaven. So it's still keto. So you think I'm not ketoing 2-3 times a week? I am actually. I'm ketoing. Don Julio, should we have a shot tonight? The bottle's there, so we'll have a drink tonight. Miss Chicano tube, she was so waiting for the results. She was like, "No, I'm not getting on no live." And then it was kind of dragging on. I mean, I love chopping it up with you guys. The comments, don't get it twisted, but the elections was dragging on. Like, I'm like, they're gonna announce this thing close to midnight, and it was like 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, I am not gonna dispensa, gente. I'm not gonna stay on that long. It's too much, man. Too much going on. I got los perros, and of course my familia and everything else. So I'm going back and forth between Chicano Tube and Kemala Speech. She's gonna talk here soon. At least she owes a thank you for waiting 6 to 8 hours, and again, just concede. That's it. Now some people were like, "Oh, well, 47." He didn't concede on the 2020. Well, when's the last time we had an election that lasted 4 days to count? I'll hold. Sosa B. Jr. Donald Trump beat the Matrix. So what he's talking about is, a conglomerate of people. People call it establishment, the elite, the Matrix, whatever you want to call it, man. Again, 5 indictments and 34 felonies, but for 70 something years, not even jaywalking ticket. It was crazy. It was crazy, man. Alvin has an unusual passion with Trump. It's one of the calling him Trump. Trompito is weird. Alvin, oh man, that's a whole nother live, man. That's a whole nother live. Chapo Potato. What's going on? Are we throwing hands or what? We'll line you guys up, man. We got Thanksgiving. Start training. And so the ones that are too hard for the radio, they're like this and that. And okay, well, we'll just do a bare knuckle too. We can do bare knuckle. Don't matter. It's unsanctioned anyways. There they go. What are we going to argue about now? YouTube, argue respectfully. Oh, you thought I came in here to gaslight people or to throw mud at people? That's not what was happening, way. That's not what was happening, way. We're going to bring the raza together as much as we can, but we're going to speak our mind unapologetically. Absolutely. No apologies at all, period. Pancho Zapata just stepped in the building. I appreciate you, my boy. Que huele paisano, Mikey? I had a nightmare that Trump. I said if he became president, I was gonna post a post and like Raider Tommy, pinchy Raider Tommy. he throws a jab and shit, you know, at someone or something, right? He throws a jab, or no, he just throws something out there. It sounds like an indirect, cabron. You know what I mean, right? Que if you did this, if you did that, I don't fuck with you, something like that. But he always has that song, and I said, I know when I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that if 47, if 45 becomes 47. And as soon as it happened, boom, I put the song on there. It's a beautiful morning. Let me see what's going on. I noticed there are Trump supporters and Trump fans. The fans getting off on trolling and supporters are humble and happy he won. Banner entertaining election. Yeah, you're calling it like it is. It's crazy. Because they've compared. Imagine. Imagine if the media was against, like, say, Obama, and he had his name for his supporters, and they're all wearing blue hats and all that. And then the media goes after Obama's voters and calls them mierda, basura. Gente, where are we taking this to, man? Like, is it that serious to some people? Unblock me. Unfriend me now. I don't even want to be around those people. It's like they're just living by emotions. It could be your last breath here on earth, and that's all that's going through your head. And come on, man. That's not why I made Chicano Street. I'll tell you that. Mikey, you think if Elon Musk buys YouTube, bro, he's the king of First Amendment, cabron. What did Lucky say on his IG story today? What did Lucky say, chingaderas? He said, I'm a podcaster. I had to vote for the person that's for freedom of speech, or else my business is on the line. You didn't hear when Lucky said that? So what do you think? I mean, the First Amendment is there, and then what's the Second Amendment? The firearms, the cohetes. What's the second? Why is it so high up on there? Why isn't the firearms the number Seventh Amendment, the 10th Amendment? It's because the firearms are there to make sure you can say what you want and back yourself up, and you can have them. Bro, it was John Kerry, and I forgot who else that said they need to redo the First Amendment. You know what they want to do? Tweak it and change it so they can control what is hate speech. But that's not freedom of speech. Freedom means whether you say something I like or I hate, it's freedom. United we stand, Rasta. Yeah, the Rasta's united, bro. And of course, I'm talking about Mexicanos, Chicanos. The Rasta's united, man. You know, and Latinos too. Latinos, we're united, man. That's absolutely, that's 100% guaranteed, man. You know, we just need a voice that's gonna be someone level-headed, someone that people know is on the level, not biased, and is in touch with the community and knows what the more important issues are. Like when people try to throw the border at me, and I said the border's not an issue. The trafficking in the children and the women and the assaults, that's an issue. Immigration's been happening since the beginning of time. That's never been an issue. People got that twisted. Man, come on now. Those West Coast results came out right after they closed the polls. Other states took fucking hours after they closed theirs. Saying some people were more efficient, but for sure the whole West Coast went blue. Why? Because you got Hollywood, you got the elites, you got the celebrities, you got Oregon who just rides California, and then you got Washington who's in the same bed. So all the West Coast went blue. You're right. And that was a quick, what was it, 26? She went from the 100s to the 200s because of California. Even the wifey asked me, and I said, "Oh, they just counted California. That's why." Most of those charges are fake, I believe. It's really about dragging you through the mud, stressing you the hell out, making you lose hair, and going to the court dates, and then doing content against you. Every time you go to court, you have to walk through the cameras, walk through the metal detectors. It's more content for them to slander. And that's if they want to. I just said, imagine if it was the opposite. And during Obama's years. But they're never going to go after you until you call them fake or call them out on their shit. Have you heard the runner try to talk politics? Oh, it's embarrassing. I feel like telling Crazy Hood Media. Crazy Hood Media is, you're spinning your wheels, bro. You're spinning your wheels on someone that I backed up because of the sex play. They're talking about 7 inches and 11 inches, and then the other guy, pendejo, Bud Light, we know who he is, Joker. They're both joking about it. That's why for a year and a half, I was like out. I backed up. So giving him anything is too much, man. It's too much. The last time I went to the car show here in Salinas, they're like, they wish they saw that dude. But I don't wish nothing. I don't want nothing to come around to me. I don't wish him that. I don't wish him health problems. Um, I don't know what he's doing, and I haven't seen a video of his in forever because he's the micro machine man. You know, slick car salesman, 5 personalities, and then sometimes he has a little whimpering face, like woe is me. And I guess he does the whimpering face kind of look, so people can think he's on the level, but he's not. I'm ready on a 2 days notice. I'll run. Hey, this is what I'm saying, bro. They go to bare knuckle, backyard, Bakersfield boxing, all that. They don't train. They get most of the youngsters that come from the high school, they throw hands in Bakersfield boxing. These guys aren't trained. Of course, now, of course, they're youngsters, right? They have more wind and shit, but be better to train. But that's what I want to hear. I'm ready in 2 days, man. I had a nightmare. Come on. I mean, if she was just the opposite of what she was, man. Smart, for one, had plans for two, and policies. Um, was an establishment for three. A lifelong, politician that comes in with 20 grand and leaves with 20 million. Democrats take kids away from parents. Damn, man. I don't know if you want to put all that on them. Way take kids away from the. Oh, I know what you mean. They passed law in California where the child could be taken to like a shelter and guardian by the government if the parents, what is it called, didn't agree or something with the identification. That means if they're going through, like, they want a sex change or something like that. Gente, I'm sure there's very unique situations like that. And I do believe there needs to be counseling, therapy, medical assistance, help for those very few instances. But every parent in California got scared as hell because are you saying you're saying you can take control and authority over my child? So when you go after the parents, when you go after the children, parents are like, huh, I'll hold. Have you seen 3,000 migrants coming to the border for the last push? No, they have till January 20th, way. What do you mean the last push, way? If 11 million men with backpacks is not enough, again, my issue is the women that get assaulted and the buses of children that pull up. My cousin, Border Patrol agent. This is a proven fact. A proven fact. That's my issue. That they bring it up every 4 years to divide us. I see it already. I know that play. But yeah, no, maybe another million, way. Maybe the last 2 months will be another million, 2 million men with backpacks. They're not even they're coming on boats, way. They're not even from countries you can walk from. They're coming on boats. Some people say, "Oh, well, Mikey, who are you?" Well, who am I? I'm just a Chicano, and I didn't choose to be a Chicano. God just made me what I am. Just like people coming over the border, they're from other countries. Once they realize that, none of us can choose, so none of us are superior in that way. Let me see what's going on. Bingo track. Oh, that's crazy, man. Someone shared a photo with what is it? The La Mera Mera from the Department of Defense, and then the Surgeon General. So they're both men dressed as women. Again, that can happen, right? It's happened, right? Obviously, there's nothing new under the sun, Solomon said. So I'm not throwing nothing at that, but it's funny as hell. Okay, right there in front of American flags, and people are saying no more of this, in the White House. People are actually saying Jesus and prayer are getting invited back in the White House. Mm, what do you think? Yes or no? They're dropping from the What the hell? Quantum Leap. Who remembers that show Quantum Leap? I think it was in the 80s. Quantum Leap. That guy would he would teleport. Now, oh, speaking of teleporting, remember that time that chemo got when L said he wanted to teleport? Oh, that was crazy, man. There's all kinds of sound bites, man. Pinche chemo, man. Hey, chemo, you didn't even email me, cabron. ChicanoTubeRaza@gmail.com. ChicanoTubeRaza@gmail.com. I told you I wanted to do let's collab on the YouTube Yarda Awards so that way the edit could be cleaner, bro. I know they're gonna say conflict of interest because most of the videos are gonna be yours that are nominated, but it's because they deserve it. Straight up. 100. I didn't choose to be Chicano. I got black. You know what I mean? We're too Mexican for here. We're too American for there, but we love them both, man. You know what I mean? We send our children off to, people ask me, Mikey, who would you go to war for if Mexico went to war with the U.S.? I did have to think about it a little bit. I didn't give an answer off the cuff. I paused and I said, damn, that's a good one. Who would I go to war for? Um, and I said, it'd have to be United States. There was a reason my parents wanted to come to this country, and almost died to get here. And, Pops got deported a couple times and he got kidnapped a couple times by coyotes. They looked at Pops and they probably thought he had money, major money. And they kidnapped him. So, it'd be the United States because that would be like, this is where I'm at. This is where my roots are. This is where my children's future is going to be, no matter what state they choose. Mexico right now it's a vacation. It's a hit and run. Hey, man, I appreciate you, amiga. To the moon. Chirujo's coming from the moon. Oh man, I said, what would a Men for Kamala shirt look like? And the comments were hilarious, man. I was laughing. I went to Selena's High. I was giving my daughter some money at the attendance office, and I was laughing at the comments, man. What is a Men for Kamala shirt? Again, I'm not. I guess I am. Maybe I don't know. Not trying to throw jabs, man. Whoever won. But guess what? The economy won. The economy won. When you start seeing your check a little bit higher, wow, why do I have 150, 200 more dollars? Oh, tax cuts. But the news won't talk about it. It'll affect you. It's going to impact you, but the news won't talk about it. Just FYI for the next 4 years. They're not going to talk about it, but you'll see it. Oh, wow. And then the women are going to be like, wow, why is FMLA instead of 24 weeks, 30 weeks, it's 40 weeks or whatever. You'll see benefits because Ivanka extended FMLA 6 weeks to the women and included men in 2016, but they forget about that. Oh, I appreciate you, amiga. Veronica Salas, highly appreciate you, amiga. Gracias for supporting the channel. We'll be live tonight with Miss Chicano Tube. Tune in tonight. She always surprises with things that she says, so it's gonna be a good one. I appreciate you, amiga. The ladies, the Chicano Tube ladies, in the comment section today. I appreciate you, amiga. I better say bye to moms because I gotta go to Firestone. Miras bonita, eh? Mira, estás brillando, mamá. Mira tus flores. Bonitas. Okay. It would be pink. The I mean, you're saying the White House would be pink, or what do you mean it would be pink for sure? There could be a female president. Hey, gente, don't get this twisted, man. And no one's saying nothing about females at all. At all. Don't get that twisted. We're not pandering or trying to throw against. No, no, no. That's what other people do. We don't do that. It could have been a lady. It would just have to be an intelligent with morals and principles. And then we'd be behind her. Or I'd be telling you straight up, Raza, vote for her. She's the one. She's going to get the economy back on track. She's going to put God back in everything. She's going to cut taxes, and we have to hold them to it. I never really seen any United Farm Workers unless there's a protest going on. Damn it. Saying they're not proactive. Que gacho, man. We have a United Farm Workers headquarters here. Wait. We're Salinas way. We're on the corrida run. For sure, we have deep roots. And why do you think, the logo for United Farm Workers is everywhere? It's all over Texas. It's all over New Mexico. It's all over Arizona, Colorado. So it's a big movement, man. The only thing with them is they went real political. And again, it's up to them. It's their cup of tea. But their IG is just, it was all Democrat support. And it was like, it makes you look vendido, man. Shout out to Si Se Puede podcast. Mass deportation equals mass feria on the frontera as well. So some people say that prisons are no longer just a place to house criminals. It's a business. Prisons are a business, and it's like back in my day, it was like 60,000 a head, and that was pues early 2000s. So now it's like 20 years later, it's probably 80,000 a head. I appreciate you, amiga. We'll see you tonight with Miss Chicano too. No sé, I think she has some surprises in store for the live tonight. She told me she has some surprises in store for the live, and she's she's bubbly, and when she does something, she goes all out. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't. You know what? I have a pink polo. Um, I'll wear pink way because I'm confident. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. But that the shirts will be pink, I get it. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna get in motion. All you guys just comment no audio. If my audio drops off, I gotta go to the north side, and then I am gonna have to turn the live off. But I'm on the south side right now because I gotta get an Uber, and then I gotta use my phone. So maybe another 10, 15. Late lunch today, man. Had meetings all the way through. Mikey, don't you have anything better? Just throwing a fucking jab way. Pull up way. 285 East Alisal way. Come on, let's film it way. Let's give it to the people for free. They deserve. I should just run free ones, huh, and just put them on YouTube. Stop BSing, huh? Would the people tune into that? What should I call them? Friendly fades. Start a series, huh? One guy, two guy, three guys, four guys. Anyways, I have nothing better to do. No, what happens is, way tengo juntas, and then when my day clears, it clears. It's just when you can make your own schedule. It's a little bit better way, you know. That's the hustler mentality. If you're Mexican and you didn't get up in Mexico to fucking to get on the bus at 5 a.m., you don't have frijoles. You don't have food to eat. And if you don't have food to eat, your children don't have food to eat. So Mexicanos de la Rasta, we're chambeadores. We're hustlers, man. So I'm saying it's in everyone to be a hustler. Some people have employment jobs. I get it. And some people are entrepreneurs. They're self-employed. They tap into, because I believe God gave a gift to everyone. That's why the parable of the talents. He gave a gift to everyone, and all you have to do is market that gift. Doing nails, installing car stereos. Speaking of that, I gotta go by the shop too. I'm gonna have him change out the 10 sub I have in the Acura. I have a 10 sub. He says he has a 10 sub. Pretty good price, like 200, 250. No encasing, because I already got the box. So I think I'm gonna do that next week. The San Jose Cruises look like the UFW. You ain't lying. I went to Independencia. San Jose is like my second home. San Jose is I went to the Independencia, and I went to Cinco de Mayo on Story and King. It's my second home. And so you're right. When I pull up there, there's 1,000. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. There's 1,000 norteños right there at the front of Story and King. That means you got to go through them or around them, but they're going to see you to get in the gates. And it is what it is, man. I ended up taking 4 or 5 photos, and people just know the energy that I give. I'm not a tough guy. I'm not nobody. Yo no soy nadie. Tú eres alguien. Yo no soy nadie, man. That's my mentality, man. I'm humble. Mom said, be kind. It goes a long way, man. I ain't gonna forget mom's teachings. The ambassador. Hey, who's that, Alvin, or what? Or is that the Banda world?
Did you hear what Lucky said about the Banda world? He tried to sabotage his live, or he did something before his live. He's the kind of dude to do that for clout. For sure, he's the biggest clout demon, the Banda world. Because lives don't even make you money. Lives is just, to entertain the people, come on the community, fuck around and talk shit. The uploads, if you notice he doesn't upload, why doesn't he upload? So he's not making money. It's kind of like, yeah, you can build a brand though. You definitely can. You can build a brand. Pretty big brand. Too. Take the bus to the north. I'm in the ride. What are you talking about? Wait. Take the bus to the north side. That's funny. And I did, man. I used to take around town. Why I know all the streets is because we walked them for one. We rode bikes on them for two, and then we took the bus for three. This generation won't do that, but we did all three to get around town. So when I'm talking to someone and say they're from Modesto, they're from somewhere, they don't know the town, but they're gonna meet in the office, right? I don't even ask them what street. I just say, hey, what do you see? Well, it's a corking bottle. Okay, make a left and right, and that's how much I know the town. We're small. We're less than 200,000. San Jose is nice, like Orange County. Well, bro, they got barrios down there, man. Probably Orange County too, right? I'm not saying Orange County. I'm not counting out Orange County out. They have neighborhoods in Orange County. Sure, they do. But San Jose way, have you ever been on the east side? It's like East Salinas. But yeah, they said it looks like a United Farm. They adopted something, obviously. You know the history. You know the history. They adopted something that was made for a movement for equal pay. You could say equality, just equality. And they adopted it, and you know what I mean. The red team. But those are just facts. Hate them or like them, but facts are facts, right? California loves fighting each other, sort of crazy. Now you're talking about the Mexicanos is what I'm trying to stop. One of the principal messages of my channel has always been raza unity, unity of the raza. We need to stop it. I realized this in the youth center that Veronica Sala said she worked at. I became captain when I got reassessed. I got resentenced to go back one time. And when I got reassessed, I became captain. I had an XO who we both had a room right across the podium and with our own shower, and it was a big room, man. Wow, I mean, 300 square feet. And he was from an opposite neighborhood. And it was crazy the respect that we had toward each other. It was crazy. Like he would literally go and fight in the back where they call Caesar's Palace, whatever. He would go and fight 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that I knew. I fought 2 or 3 people he knew. But when we were in the room together, we shot cards, we shot spades, we broke bread. And that's when I started realizing, look, man, his family looks like my family. His abuelita has a mantel like mine, man. The little huarache shoes, man. His uncle, same Tejana shirt, huaraches. It's like no different. So that's where that unity seed started. But again, I was still going for at least another 10 years until I finally grew up. I told my suegro, who's in the union 49 years, ¿a qué demandar a esos güeyes para yeah, piratería? Damn it. Yeah. So at least now the farm workers have overtime, double time, and benefits because they used to work. They used to work in the very early 2000s. I remember I had a job and I used to always help out farm workers move into apartments. They used to work 60, 70 hours flat rate. Flat rate, no benefit, no double, no OT, nada. And I guess they paid them 2 little commissions too to kind of overlook that. So they paid them by the caja. But still, that's not fair. They're losing like 50, 60% of their wages on overtime, which is better for the landlords. I mean, the mayordomos, the supervisors. I used to do insurance for those contractors, and I used to see the splits. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The contract could be for $2 to $4 million. And the sad thing about the $2 to $4 million is the payroll. The payroll is like less than 150,000. But again, I'm talking early 2000s. But it is gacho. You would figure, come on, you know what I mean, let's break people off. Okay, you're gonna make off good anyways. Why not just help people? Because it comes back to you. You know, that's how I know I'm blessed. I stop everywhere. Well, I don't want to say what I do. So I don't want to. I don't want to get unblessed. I want to get unblessed. I appreciate you, amiga. I really do. Veronica Salas in the casa. Yeah, I was right there with the I can't even remember. I know he was Spider, but I forget his name, and for sure he was a Vago. And if it was like another atmosphere in the room, me and him would have just been throwing down every night, and it wasn't. And he would go run it, and I would run it with his friends, and we would both at night chill. And we knew we had to do the same thing and get up at 5:30 again. When everyone gets up at 6:30, we'd get up at 5:30. But it was different then, amiga. They used to go in the rooms with a trash can and a nightstick and make loud noises like it was the actual military. They know they did that. Ichi Palmeno. Mac Ryan, that's right. And then of course Charlie Walker, he was cool. Golden. I've talked to Golden a couple times, and he's always a solid guy, man. He's retired. I don't even know. I hope he's still. I don't know if he's around or not. They try to counsel you. People gave a shit back then because people were more open to receive it. We're more respectful, courteous, more approachable, I guess. I mean, it is not ghetto like Oakland. No, that's not okay. When the cookies, shout out to Burner 4015, when the cookies got set up in Oakland, um, if that would have happened in Salinas, we would not let our own people tear it down, brick by brick, break it, do what they did. It was horrible. Highly, man, I'm not gonna say it, but that wouldn't happen in Salinas. That wouldn't happen in Salinas. Mr. Goy just stepped in the building. I appreciate you, cabrón. I'm on the north side. I'm actually on Natividad, casi La Posada. I'm gonna go up. I gotta drop the car off at Firestone, and then get an Uber to la oficina. It was a late lunch today, man. But tonight, tune in though, because Miss Chicano Tube is coming on tonight. She comes on once a month, and I'm gonna try to calm her down. I can't promise nothing because she's gonna look at the comments, and I've told her already. It's like hate them or love them. They help the algorithm. Let them comment. Let them comment. Don't block them. Don't block them. Yes, sir. I used to live in San Jose. Okay. See. Now I hit and ran with San Jose back in the day. That was it. Well, I was there in 2001 on Santa Clara when a big desmadre happened. And you're not lying. Whoever said it looks like a United Farm Worker uh, uh, drive or whatever you want to call it. But there's a lot of neighborhoods. So come on, the city's called San Jose. If it has a San in front of it, the raza's there. Oh, there are all levels to ghetto. Yeah, there's places that are you know, I've stayed in places with me and my family. We stayed in places that were cleaner, more well kept, and then we stayed in places that were roach motels. I mean, keep it a buck. I just got to keep it honest with you. I didn't like it. I knew I had less than a lot of people, but you just get with your friends and you stick together, and that's why that bond is really, really strong in the beginning. At least in my generation, and then the generation. Circles are small, man. 3, 4, 5 people. Why do you need to be known? Why do you need to be known by millions of people? Be 3, 4, 5 people. I don't got the time, anyways, to divide into that much people. That's right, Chief. I appreciate you. San Jose, again, depending what sideway. You're talking about the city that has Cisco Systems, Facebook, Adobe headquarters. You're talking about Yahoo and Google headquarters. So miss me with the whole city's a barrio. No. There's nice places in San Jose. Again, I can't speak for San Jose, nor do I. I wish I had my brother Sanjo Lifer in here. Shout out to you, Carnal. I appreciate you, my boy. I reached out to Sanjo Lifer because I have a boat that I'm trying to give away and no one wants. I thought people like boats. I'm even putting a trailer, including a trailer with the boat. I don't know about the engine. Don't ask me, or don't ask me why it doesn't start. So that's as is. But if you want it, it's in Greenfield, California. And just get a hold of me, man. Chicano Tube is both IG and TikTok, because you can't message on YouTube. Or comment on a video, and you comment your email address. Something like that. Damn. He said, damn, man. I don't remember what I said, but I got a damn. Chingado. Is it a dose of reality or what? Damn, I got to go left right here on Alvin. One of the Firestone, and then I'll turn this off because I order an Uber. Oh, that's why someone said take the bus. Man, go back to the Menace to Society days. I'll start flashbacking. What the hell? Menace to Society days. Clocking people, looking at it. No, just kidding, man. No, if I had to, I would. I don't have no shame. Bro, I used to jump in dumpsters. I used to jump in garbage containers to get aluminum and cans. Sometimes bottles, but not really. Mostly aluminum cans for moms. You think I have any shame? I have fucking no shame, man. I'm trying to put on some kind of facade or something like that. So I'll do what I have to do. Getting on a bus, absolutely. If I had to use the Pata Mobile, which is now like a plan C, really, because everyone has cars now, but I would, and the energy I give off, people are just gonna probably be looking and be like, this dude looks like he belongs in an office and he's walking and shit. It wouldn't be an energy like I'm a tough guy or nothing like that, so I could walk through all the neighborhoods. I'm holding Perix. Chingado. You're on a good one, way? Chingado, man. Like that time, Pendejo Joker, he put the baggie in the frame and the chemo slow-moed it. Chemo slow-moed it. And like I said, or unfortunately, I know this, that when you have it, the residue starts climbing up to the top of the baggie. And the whole bag is going to turn basically blanco. And he must have been feeling too good. What a fucking guy. Oh, worst places still look like the suburbs, though. I mean, if you really were in the barrio, then, and you grew up in poverty, you wouldn't turn down a better opportunity. Am I right? Am I right? Where people get it twisted is they start calling people that moved out of the neighborhood sellouts and that they went Hollywood. But did you really go? Were you really in poverty? Because we'll talk. We'll talk about it. So yeah, that's just shit talking when someone's trying to elevate and get a better house, man. The suburbs are good, man. Ice Cube moved to the suburbs. Easy E had a house in the suburbs. Dr. Dre. They hate on the real. That's crazy, huh? But that's the internet. It's making fake real and real fake. Mike Ryan, two palm trees. That's right, my boy. Little smirk. That's right, cabrón. What's going on right there, man? La Vela? Oh, is it Tienes la Vela, Mac Ryan, and is next to a puppy or un animal? Is that rest in peace? There was a Dia de Muertos, the first or second day. It was to the animals that we've lost. That's why it's a beautiful thing. I know people are commenting, oh, the skulls. The skulls. And then, I mean, everyone knows their own conviction. I don't know your conviction. I don't know what's going on in your head, heart, soul, spirit. If you're really about the skulls or if it's like me and I'm going to remember my family. I'm putting this altar, I'm going to remember my family. And this is just not a once a year thing. I'm keeping them in my heart, But I'll hope. CFP pick of the day. No, ooh, chingado, man. Is that right, cabron? You're betting on that? What's the money line, cabron? That's right. Well, I really watch more of the NFL. I'm getting Rams tickets. I'll be at Levi's on December 12th. It's just a last minute thing. My daughter kind of pushed it a little bit, and she was like, "Dad, let's go. Let's take my brother-in-law. He's Rams, so it's gonna be a good old time. I'm not saying it's not. It's gonna be. It's just it doesn't really excite me. I actually would rather see Green Bay maybe. A little bit more of a rivalry there. We've been more to the NFC title games, rivaling those cabrones. But it is what it is. Mm. Ha ha ha, flashbacking. There's nothing wrong as long as you realize, bro. Some people don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Some people say the good old days. And I don't ever say the good old days because the good old days were actually the bad old days. And that's just depending on if you're matured, if you got different lenses and what you see life in, and you realize that it wasn't about that, but no more. It's just okay. There's certain things that maybe I do miss, which would be like the carnalismo, like being in a tight spot and the bond that it holds within hermanos and shit. Yeah, because we spend the night at each other's houses and grew up together. But half of them I said are dead, and the other half are lost in the system. Well, one or two came home on SB 260. One's doing bad, one's doing good, man. Shit. Imagine coming out to a whole new world, 20 something años, man. But it was different back then. They'll send us at 16 years old. It was different. They'll have us in ISO, send us at 16 years old. A bit different, man. Damn. Trump gonna deport us. Well, why are people see the way they say it is like they want deportations to stop altogether. Well, it's sounds good. It sounds good. That's it's just always just like immigration has always been happening, whether it's right or wrong, however you view that. It's deportations are always gonna happen. Way you never saw Born in East LA way? No, I'm just kidding. Born. I'm having fun. Okay, and I'm literally pulling up to the place now, so maybe 2 minutes. Grabs in a bucket effect. So that's what we shouldn't do is look at each other, hold each other down, right? Hold each other down. Some people have even gone critical of me. Well, you go after Alvin. No, I go after Alvin because he put his name on the series of fighting and he said, F that, I wouldn't order one of those fights. I got people that have pulled up and put it on the line. Blood, broken teeth, broken jaws, whatever it is to handle their business like grown ass men. And you got someone like Alvin disrespecting them. So I'm not trying to do that, but just if Latinos look at Alvin like, hey, yeah, he's our speaker. Okay, then that's on them. They have the right to. That's it. Here's Chicanos, Mexicanos. That's all it is, man. That's the blood pumping through my veins. That's all I could. That's my experience. I don't know what your experience is. That's my experience. But that the whole Chicano thing, I know I kind of gaslit that, and it was what it was. It jumped us up like 8,000 cabrones. Who's a Chicano, who's not a Chicano. Let's bury that, man. Now it does bug me a little bit when other people start commenting on who's a Chicano, and I look at them like, they're coming off with a whole nother identity. It does bug me a little bit, but you know, it is what it is, man. No crabs in a bucket. Eastside Salas, the jungle poverty. Haha. Man. Yeah. So the house that I grew up in is Meyer. That was the first house, Meyer. It's right off of Hebron, behind the East Market liquor store. It's an alley. It actually goes like a horseshoe, and then it comes back to Hebron. It goes off of Hebron. It's like if you're heading to the Hebron Heights Center, which they've actually demolished now. There's nothing at the Hebron Heights Center. It's gone. That was the first house, so you can imagine all the sirens at night, all the gunfire, all the people trying to break in our houses, our house. It's just right now the internet has a push because of people have been pushing racism. So no one is allowed to make a comment now on the internet to be if you want to be politically correct and speak your mind. No one is allowed to speak their mind and say, you know what? I just prefer my daughter to date Mexicans. And if someone says that, they call them a racist now. So that's just a lot of the snowflake shit that's going on the internet. And if you don't like it, keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. Oh, right now I'm at the Firestone Hint. I have to wrap this one up, man. I got to go inside, check my car in. She's going to ask me my miles. Live on Chicano Street. I appreciate you guys. Tune in tonight, por favor, at 7 o'clock. We'll be live with Miss Chicano, too. She's got some surprises. I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. But remember what I always say? In the end, all you got is the memories.